Hey there, I'm Nick, and in this video, I'll show you how to answer Amazon's behavioral interview questions without disclosing confidential information. A bit about me: I'm a former Amazon bar raiser who has interviewed hundreds of Amazon job candidates. I was also a bar raiser mentor who certified other bar raisers into existence. This all means that I know the Amazon interview process very deeply, and I'm sharing proven advice and tips with you to help you ace your Amazon interview, get hired by Amazon, and change your life for good. If this is interesting information for you, please subscribe to this channel. Now, let's go back to the topic of this video, which was actually inspired by one of your questions on my YouTube channel. Here is the comment section, and if I scroll down to the right question, I will show you. Here it is. Quick question. Is it okay to not disclose the name of the company while answering the behavioral questions, or should I always say the company where I was at that specific question? Great. Let's first tackle why it's a must for you not to disclose confidential information in your Amazon interview. If you do disclose such information, that is going to raise a red flag instantly about Amazon's earns trust leadership principle. The interviewers are going to be concerned that if you disclose confidential information for your prior employers, you will do the same to Amazon, and it's highly likely that they will instantly no hire you. That's why it's a must. Do not disclose confidential information when you answer Amazon's interview behavioral questions. Now, the question then remains, how do you provide specific answers with data, illustrations, examples, so on and so forth, on the one hand, and on the other hand, how do you not disclose confidential information? There are two methods which you can use to achieve that. Option number one is you will not disclose the name of the company in that specific accomplishment of yours. Let me give you an example. Let's say you worked for a software company that provided Coca-Cola, for example, I'm making it up, with Coca-Cola's CMS, content management system, website system that Coca-Cola uses to power up their website. And Coca-Cola does not want to advertise and to let people know who powers their website, and that's a confidential piece of information that you must not disclose at the interview. On the other hand, you hear an Amazon interview question of, hey Nick, tell me about a time when you went above and beyond the call of duty for a customer and you did something exceptional that the customer still uses to this day and is a difference maker for them. In this case, you should absolutely use the CMS example where you provided Coca-Cola with their website management system. But obviously in this case, you cannot disclose Coca-Cola's name, and you will choose to obfuscate it. So you can say something like, I provided the exclusive content management system for a company based out of Atlanta, Georgia that makes soft drinks. I'm joking, do not do that. Instead, you should say something like, I built the exclusive CMS system for a Fortune 100 company with billions of dollars of revenue that sells consumer products to end customers. And to underscore the point, you could say, unfortunately, I cannot disclose the specific name of this customer because it is a subject of a non-disclosure agreement and a confidentiality agreement between our company and them. Option two is you do not disclose the output of your accomplishment with specific numbers, but instead you use a range. Let me give you another example to make my point more clear. Let's keep the Coca-Cola example. Let's say you worked for a sugar company that provides Coca-Cola with sugar for their drinks. And in this case, Coca-Cola does not want the public to know where they source their sugar from and how much they're relying on individual suppliers. So the amount of your contract with Coca-Cola is subject to exclusivity and confidentiality. So in this case, you should absolutely disclose that Coca-Cola is your customer, because obviously Coca-Cola buys sugar from a ton of places and you are a sugar manufacturing company. So it's totally fine to disclose that Coca-Cola is your customer. However, you should not disclose the specific amount. Let's say you sold them $15 million worth of sugar. So instead, the way you should respond to the question is, Coca-Cola is one of our chief customers, and I landed an agreement for a double-digit number of millions of dollars in providing them with sugar supplies. And I cannot disclose you the specific number because it's subject to a confidentiality agreement with Coca-Cola. So in this case, your answer would satisfy Amazon's desire to find out about the scope of your agreement. you've sold double-digit millions of dollars worth of business to Coca-Cola. And on the other hand, you would honor your confidentiality agreement with Coca-Cola, and that's all. So the two ways to answer Amazon's interview questions without disclosing confidential information are: one, do not disclose the name of the company if that's confidential, or two, do not disclose the specific amount of your output, of your accomplishment, and instead replace it with a range if that is confidential information. And also, in either case, make sure to let Amazon know that you're abiding by confidentiality agreements, and that's going to earn you lots of earned trust points in their eyes, while on the other hand, answer their questions and give them the behavioral specificity that they're expecting to get from you. All right, I hope this was useful. If it is, I think where you should go next is here and watch this video next, where I'm gonna walk you through a 7-day challenge of how you can ace the Amazon interview, get hired by Amazon, and change your life in the process. Best of luck, watch this video here next, and I'll see you there soon.